Hello, hello. I believe that we are live and there may be a slight delay with that. And so I'm going to keep the party. I'm going to get the party started, guys. Hello, this is Kendra Crow. I'm super excited about pause that. I think that I am live. And so let me go here. There, I'm looking at two different screens, guys. So I'm so excited. So with that being said, I wanted to jump on here and share a topic that I think that is extremely important to everyone. And as I share this topic, you're probably going to be shaking your head up and down like, yeah, I understand. And I really wanted to touch on the money mindset piece. And when you look at the title, is Money Mindset Examples Part 1. And so there's going to be a Money Mindset Part 2 on tomorrow. But on today, I wanted to jump on here just to talk and to give it some space. And if you're struggling financially, let me say, I totally understand, because once upon a time, I was you. I struggled with my finances. I didn't understand truly how money actually moved. I didn't understand that there was truly all an energy flow. And I struggled with that until one day, I ended up meeting someone that truly changed my life. His name is Cedric Harris, and that is one of my mentors, someone I've worked alongside of over 12 years. And on today, I want to give you three examples, or really to give you three examples on money mindset. And the reason why this topic is so important, if you don't master this, you're going to struggle inside of your business. You're going to struggle inside of your relationship. You're going to struggle, period. And you're going to always have a money flow problem. And the first thing that I have to tell you is that money truly has a mind of its own. And the reason why I'm sharing this with you and why it is totally so important that you understand that money has a mind of its own. It will move from city to city, from person to person as it chooses to. You and I have to make a decision on exactly will we be willing to move the way that money moves. And I truly want to say to you, money does not have a moral judgment at all. And what do I mean by that? I want to give you a quick example. We all know some very good people in the world, right? We know pastors, we know priests, we know some good neighbors. We have great family members that always, for some reason, fall on hard times, right? And if you were able to take the $100 million plus that's going to go towards the Kardashians and to give to that particular person, you and I both would do it. But that's not how money works. Money, the number one golden nugget that I want you to get out this particular part 1 is this: money moves towards famous people. Doesn't mean that they're good people, doesn't mean that they're bad people. Just understand that money moves towards famous people. And it doesn't even have a moral judgment. And I know you're like this. So there's so many bad people in the world. I don't understand how do they continue to do extremely well, because money moves towards famous people. Fame causes money to attract them. So if you're struggling with fame, or if you're struggling with your finances, become famous. And you're gonna say, okay, come on now, Kendra. I'm not gonna become famous. That's something that I'm totally not interested in. But then I would tell you, then you know what? There is another way. And if you're looking for ways to attract or to turn your finances around, it truly is about your money mindset. It truly is about you understanding how does money flow to people that are not so smart into the hands that are people that are extremely smart, because they've actually been able to master the flow of money. And so I wanted to just to share this golden nugget too as well. If you're looking for your finances to change, if you are arguing with money, like, I don't even understand why this person in the office always getting a promotion. I don't understand why my neighbor is doing extremely well. Now, if you're going to argue with money, money is not coming your way. And you're going to say, Kendra, it has not to be just that simple, right? You can't argue with it. Remember what I said early on? It doesn't have, money has a mind of its own, and it's going to flow. It's going to move. So if I was you, and the reason why I can tell you this, I struggled quite a bit because I argued against where money was going. I did that until I finally realized, first of all, number one, if I'm not going to win the money argument, well, why in the world will I be having it? So my first question is to you, what is your money mindset? Do you understand that in order for money to flow, you're going to have to be famous? Number two, money does not have any moral judgment. Number three, you shouldn't argue with money, because here's basically, if you are uncomfortable receiving things, if you are uncomfortable with money, here's what's going to happen. Money's going to have a conversation about you. And here's what money's going to do. She's not comfortable with money. We need to go in a different direction. And anything that was supposed to come your way, why does things dry up for you financially? Were you extremely uncomfortable? Were you struggling? What was it? Were you arguing with money and things just completely dried up? Because money definitely talks to itself. And I know you're like, Kendra, girl, you crazy. I don't even know what you're talking about. But if you're curious enough to understand and take a deep dive level into the ways in which money actually move to the hands of people that's not so smart, to the hands of people that are smart. And it doesn't have a moral judgment. And I keep telling you that. There's no right or wrong with those good people. Why those good people are broke? Why your brother? Why your neighbor? Why the teacher? Why the cops, right? Why the nurses and the doctors of the world? Why aren't those people being paid for what they're worth? Because money doesn't move like that. So if you're arguing with money, you're going to lose the argument every single time. And again, it's truly not rocket science. It's not rocket science at all. So the reason why I wanted to jump on and share this particular episode, part one, with you on just the money mindset piece is because it is just so important to me that you grab this early on. If you're struggling, I don't want you to struggle anymore. I don't want you to feel as if you're having an argument with money. I do want you to understand that money just moves. It's going to move from state to state, to people to people. And the ultimate goal is for you to understand where money is moving to and get in front of it. One of the things that I did not invest in, and I really wish I would have, I did not invest into Amazon stock when I was told to invest. The question is, where's money moving? And you want to be a part of that movement. You want to get in front of the curve because money is definitely moving in that particular direction. I wanted to create this particular episode, part one, is to really to share with you the fact that there are core deliverables that you can have, that you can put inside of your business, that you can create the wealth attraction principles and tools towards you. But first, it starts with your mindset. And I had to ask myself, I said, I needed to figure out not only where money was actually flowing to. I needed to understand why was money flowing in that particular direction. So I hope that part one actually helped you. I'm not going to go any longer. I just wanted to jump on here and say part one. Here are some examples of money mindset. Number one, you can't argue with the way the money is going to flow. We can't get upset with things that are currently going in our lives. And if you're going to be in a place of a marketplace or you have products and services, you truly need to understand that money is going to move from place to place, to person. And it doesn't move to the people that actually deserves it. It moves to the people that are willing, one, to become famous, two, what type of products and services that you actually currently own that you can bring into the marketplace and to actually share. Money. And I'm thinking about how do I actually say this. Money is really like money's like somebody that that you really, really want to understand. You really wanted to understand your partner. And I think that this is the great analogy as I wrap this episode up, because I wanted to go live. And I wanted to just have the whole experience, day number 2 with this 90-day challenge that I'm actually doing. And I wanted to quickly to jump on here about the money mindset piece. Money is like a person that you truly want to know. Money is almost like your customer avatar. You know the likes, you know the dislikes. You understand what brings them pleasure. You understand what keeps them up at night, what creates fear for them. For us, we understand that money is truly energy. It's going to move and it's going to flow in areas in which it's invited, it's appreciated, and most important, your product and service that you have. That's going to be part 2, and I'm going to have a deep dive in that. Part 2, I'm going to talk about some more examples on how do you create that energy? How do you allow money to flow to you in such of a way that you're not repelling money? So guys, hopefully part 1 has actually helped you. I really wanted to jump on and to do this particular live because it's Wednesday and I go live on Wednesdays and Fridays. And so tomorrow I will upload another video. But guys, you can definitely reach me on the links that I have below. And I'm curious, what money mindset courses that you've actually taken? Where a couple of my mentors are Dan Kennedy. I mentioned Cedric Harris a moment ago, even Tony Robbins as well. So I have a clear picture on exactly where I need to be in front of where money is actually going. And I make all of those decisions based on that. So I hope that this particular episode helped you. Thank you so much for joining. I will see you on tomorrow for part 2, a money mindset example.